My sister showed up to my Indian wedding in a white gown, and Grandma shut it down fast. My sister Kayla has always tried to steal my big moments. When I had birthdays, she somehow got gifts too. When I graduated, she showed up dressed to grab attention, and spent the whole time trying to be the center of every photo. And if I got annoyed, she'd sigh and call me too sensitive, like I was the problem. So when I got engaged to my Indian fiancé, Priya, I already felt nervous about the wedding. At our engagement party, Kayla laughed and said, "I should wear white to your wedding, like in the movies. I'll be the mysterious woman in white." Then she did this fake dramatic pose like she was on a soap opera. I pulled her aside and said, "No, absolutely not. This is my one day, Kayla." She rolled her eyes and said it was just a joke, and that nobody would confuse her for the bride. I didn't believe her. 2 weeks later, Priya mentioned over dinner, "Your sister keeps asking me about dress fabrics and styles." My stomach dropped. I called Kayla right then. "Tell me you're not doing the white dress thing," I said. She laughed like I was entertaining her. "Relax," she said. "I'm just trying to look nice. Why are you acting crazy?" I tried my parents next, begging them to talk to her, and they hit me with, "She's just excited." Like that fixed it. I panicked and dumped Kayla's whole pattern on Priya. Every time she'd hijack something and then played the victim. I was sure Priya would see my family drama and run. That night I had a full breakdown, crying so hard I couldn't breathe right. Priya didn't move away. She held me and said, "You know I won't be wearing white, right?" I blinked. She smiled and said, "In our weddings, the bride wears red. White is not the bridal color." It hit me like a light switch. Kayla had no idea. Priya's mom overheard and just said, calm as anything, "Let her wear white. She will learn fast." After that, we stopped warning Kayla. We sent the dress code email and moved on. Wedding day came fast. I was getting ready with my groomsmen when my cousin texted, "Bro, your sister just walked in looking like she thinks she's the bride." My chest tightened for half a second. Then I remembered Priya's words, and I started laughing so hard I had to sit down. Kayla made her entrance like it was her runway. She wore a huge, strapless white ball gown with a long train like she was going to a royal wedding. Her makeup was perfect. Her hair was pinned up with white flowers, and she looked proud of herself. I heard her telling someone, "Of course I hired a makeup artist. Pictures last forever." Priya's family stared, not impressed, just confused. The room around her was bright and beautiful, full of reds, golds, blues, greens, and sparkly jewelry. And then there was Kayla, glowing white in the middle like she wandered into the wrong event. Kayla tried to slide into the front row, behind the family, and an usher quietly moved her to the side. She tried again during the ceremony, inching forward like nobody would notice, and a little kid stepped on her train and almost tripped. Kayla shot the kid a look, then snapped back to a smile when people turned. During the ceremony, Kayla kept scanning the room like she expected whispers of admiration. Instead, she got that slow, awkward stare people give when they don't know if they should say something. I watched her confidence crack when she realized the bride wasn't competing with her at all. Priya walked in wearing a stunning red lehenga with gold embroidery, looking calm and powerful, surrounded by color and family and music. Next to that, Kayla's white gown didn't look bridal. It looked weird. At the reception, Kayla tried to work the room anyway. She laughed too loudly and hovered near our table like she wanted to be in every photo. She kept pulling the photographer aside, asking if he got her entrance, and if he could take a few shots, just in case. Priya's cousins kept drifting between her and the camera, smiling while blocking her like a wall. Then Priya's grandmother, this tiny 80-year-old woman who'd flown in from Mumbai, walked straight up to Kayla. She looked her up and down. In a thick accent, she asked, "Why are you dressed for a funeral at a wedding? Did someone die?" The table went silent for one beat. Then the whole hall exploded with laughter. Kayla's face turned bright red. She stammered, It's a Western thing. White is for weddings." Grandma didn't even blink. She waved her hand and said, "In my day, only widows wore white to celebrations. Are you mourning something?" More laughter rolled through the room, and I even saw my parents trying to hide their smiles. Kayla looked around, realizing she wasn't the star. She was the joke. She grabbed her purse, yanked her train up with one hand, and hurried out, muttering about disrespect and misunderstandings. Priya squeezed my hand, and I watched Kayla disappear through the doors. Now my parents are saying I set her up to be mocked. Was I wrong?